sparring this week, we continue with the throwing techniques against the bag, and we're going to work on 3 different throwing techniques. We're going to work on the Ipunsanagi, the Uchimata, and the Ogoshi. And I've adapted my punching bag a little bit, so it's got a Velcro strap at the back that's holding it upright. So from here, the idea is that you would do a little bit of shadow boxing, and after a couple of techniques, you've got to have a bit of imagination, especially when it's solo training, that you find yourself within a position to do a throw. So let's assume from here that I'm going to do the Ipunsanagi. So from here, I'm doing a couple of techniques. I'm moving in, I catch the arm, I move in, I drop in, and I do the throw. And then, of course, unfortunately, I've got to pick the bag up, place it in position, attach the Velcro strip, and we keep going. We do another couple of techniques, and then we move in. And for this one, we're doing a high grip here. I just have to make sure that I don't catch the belt. I move in, and I'm going to use the leg to throw. So the idea is, let's quickly look at the 3 techniques I want to focus on this week. And I've got to remember which side the bag must be on. So, from here, for solo training, you're going to practice the basics first. Let's say we're doing the Ipunsanagi. Your left hand grabs the belt. Your right hand obviously would be going underneath your opponent's arm. But with the bag, we're going to be grabbing close to the bag. You're going to step with your right foot. If your left hand's grabbing, your right foot's going to step where you imagine kind of would be in between your opponent's feet. You'd be scooping the arm up here. You pivot your hips in and drop low, and then pull the bag so that it's attached to your back. And from this position, all you're going to do, straighten your legs and continue the pull. The second one, we're going to work on using the leg to throw. So for this one, where we've attacked both arms to the same side, this time we're going to attack, oh now it seems like it's going to fall. This time we're going to be attacking left arm to their right arm, and my right arm, we imagine, is attacking to their left side. So for this one, we're going to grab the arm. So again, there's a couple of techniques happening here. We're doing some shadow boxing. We move in, we grab the arm and we pull it up, and we step in with the right leg, and we're going to do a high grip here. And you can grab even the top of the bag, so you've got a nice high grip with both arms, pivot in, and then your right leg is going to swing backwards. So the right leg goes back, and you pop the bag over your leg. Throw. So again, bag's attached. We're going to do our couple of techniques. Let's say for 10 or 20 seconds, you do some shadow boxing. Then you move in. Again, our left arm grabs their right arm. Of course, you can do it to the other side as well. Left arm grabs right arm now underhooks my opponent's left. So it's going to be a lower grip than it was for the leg throw. So we're going to come underneath here, and I'm going to pivot my hips around and bring the bag over my hips. So these are the 3 throws that we're going to focus on during training sessions here in the dojo. And for those of you at home, if you can make yourself a training dummy like this, it's quite handy to have. Basically a punching bag, some Velcro strips on a belt, Velcro strips on the bag, find a bench or something to give it some height, add a belt around its middle, and Bob's your uncle. You can do some throws. Our first throw we're going to work on, left arm grabs opponent's right arm, right leg steps, right arm goes underneath opponent's right arm, pivot the hips in, make sure the hips are against your opponent, knees are bent, and you are pulling your opponent onto your back, and then you are going to just straighten the legs and pull the bag over your shoulder. Our second basic we're going to work on. Left arm grabs opponent's right arm. My right arm, while I'm stepping in, is going to do a high grip. That means it's going to go over my opponent's left arm. And I'm going to grab the top of the bag, and I'm going to make sure, just so that I don't get entangled here, that I'm slipping in between the bag and the belt. I drop in, and now I'm going to swing my leg back while popping hips back as well, pulling my opponent over. Our third basic throw we're going to work on. The left arm grabs my opponent's right arm. My right arm underhooks my opponent's left arm, hooks underneath and pops up. My hips, as I step in with my right foot, I'm going to pivot my hips in, and then from here I just need to make sure that my arm is either underneath where the belt's attached, otherwise I'm going to get entangled, or I just slip it in between, and from here, roll the bag over my hips. Have fun.